Hello everyone, I'm Chan Sii Yii from Your Courage, and today I will be discussing the Maths Coursebook, exercise 5.10, question 1 to question 9. Okay, so let's start with question 1. Question 1a, increase 40 by 10%. Okay, so for every one of these questions, I will be using the more longer cut, but it's okay if you use the shortcut. It's just that so you can see the calculations more clearly. Okay, so increase it by 10%. So with the long cut, I'm going to multiply it by 10% first. So this is how it looks like. Okay, I'm discarding the zeros. Okay, and then you will get 4, and this is the absolute change. Okay, this is the absolute change. During the exams, it is recommended to not write A, C. Okay, it's better if you write the whole thing. Okay, so write absolute change. Okay, and this isn't the new value yet, so to get the new value, just add 40 by 4, get 44, and that is the new value. That is your answers. Okay, question 1b, increase 40 by 15%. Okay, and then I'll get 6. Oh, I get 6. This is the absolute change. Forty plus 6, you get 46, and this is the new value. Okay, question 1c. Increase 40 by 25% is the same thing too. You will get 10. This is absolute change. Forty plus 10, you will get 50, and this is the new value. We're adding that up because it is an increase, not a decrease. Okay. Okay. Now for question 1d, increase by 5%. And then you will get 2. Because 5 times 4, it is 20, and then 20 divided by 10, you get 2. Yeah, this is the absolute change. Oh yeah, sorry. 40 plus 2, you get 42. This is the new value. Oh my god. Okay. Question E, 1E, the last question of question 1. Here, okay. Increase 40 by 4%. And then you'll get 1.6, that is the absolute change. 40 plus 1.6, you get 41.6, and this is the new value. Okay, next up, it is question 2. Question 2 is also increase, so it's still the same method. So 53, increase 53 by 50%. Again, it is okay if you use the shortcut. I'm just using the long cut here, so it won't be so confusing. 53 plus 26.5, you will get 79.5. This is the new value. Okay, let's continue to be 53 increased by 84%, and you will get 44.52, and this is the absolute change. 53 plus 44.52, you will get 97.52. This is the new value. Okay, moving on, question 2c. there's a decimal here, but it's okay, you can still write it like this. And then you will get 7.208. Okay, absolute change. Okay, and then 53 plus 7.208, you get 60.208. This is the new value. Okay, question 2D. 53 increased by 112%. Okay, and then you get 59.36. This is the absolute change. 53 plus 59.36, you're gonna get 100. Okay, this is the new value. Alright. Okay, now let's continue the last question of question 2, question 2E. 53. Okay, so this right here is 1/2%, but I'm just gonna convert it into decimal. So it's 0.5%. It's still the same thing. And then I'll get 0.265. This is the absolute change. Okay, I'm gonna write a short form, but don't write the short form during exams. Okay, just write the whole thing. Okay, 53 plus 0.2. Why is the 0 like that? Okay, 0.265, you get 53.0265. This is the new value. Okay. Alright, now we are done with question 2. Let's go on to question 3 over here. Alright, so question 3A, this question 3 and question 4, it is decreased. So instead of adding them up, you'll be subtracting them. Okay? So question 3A, decrease 124 by 10%. Okay, it is still the same thing here, and you get 12.4. This is absolute change. 124 minus 12.4, you will get 111.6, and this is the new value. Okay, so 3B, decrease 124 by 15%. Like this, you get 18.6. This is the absolute change. 124 minus 18.6, you'll get 105.4. This is the new value. Okay? So still getting the same thing throughout the other questions here. Okay, so 3C, decreased by 30%. And then you will get 37.2. This is the absolute change. 124 minus 37.2, you get 86.8. This is the new value. Now, question 3D over here, decreased by 4%. You get 4.96. This is the absolute change. 124 minus 4.96, you get 119.04. This is the new value. Okay, now last question for question 3. Question 3E, decreased by 7%. Like this, and then you will get 8.68. This is the absolute change. 124 minus 8.68, you will get 115.32. This is the new value. Okay, great. Now we're done with question 1, 2, and 3. Now we are left with question 4 here. Start. Question 4A, decrease 36.2 by 90%. Okay. Still the same thing. Okay, and then you will get 32.58. This is the absolute change. 36.2 minus 32.58, you get 3.62. This is the new value. Okay, now question 4b, decreased by 35.4%. Okay, we're still going to write it like this. And then you will get 12.8148. This is the absolute change. 36.2 minus 12.8148, you get 23.3852. This is the new value. Okay, now question 4c, decreased by 0.3%. Okay, and then you'll get 0.1086. This is the absolute change. 36.2 minus 0.10. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry. 1086, you'll get 36.0914. This is the new value. Okay, question 4D, moving on. 36.2, we're going to decrease it by 100%. Now, for this, you don't actually need to write the calculations because you all know that the answer is 0. But in case like the question has 2 marks or something like that, you have to write the calculation. So in this case, I'm still going to write it anyway. So 36, okay, so change, you all know this. Yeah, 0, new value. Okay. Now last question for question 4. Question 4e, decrease it by 1/2%. Okay, I'm gonna put it into decimal again. You get 0.181. This is the absolute change. 36.2 minus 0.181, you'll get 36.019. And this is the new value. Okay, so we are done with question 1 to question 4. Alright, now let's move on to applying your skills, question 5 to question 9. Okay, question 5. Shaheen usually works 30 hours per week, but decides that he needs to increase this by 10% to be sure that he can save enough for a holiday. How many hours per week will Shaheen need to work? Okay, so this question is quite direct. The keywords here are increase and 10%. So, as we learned before on question 1 to question 2, or when it's increased, you basically just need to add it. So it will become something like this. So the original one is 30 hours per week. Couldn't increase it by 10%. Then you'll get 3 hours. This is the absolute change. Remember, do not write the short form, write the long term during exams. Now 30 hours plus 3 hours, you get 33 hours, and this is the new value. Okay, moving on. Question 6. 12% of the sales tax is applied to all items of clothing sold in a certain shop. If a t-shirt is advertised for $12 before tax, what will be the cost of the t-shirt once tax is added? Now the keyword here is added, okay, and it's before tax. Okay. So added is basically increase also. So this is the original one before tax. Multiplied by 12%. And you get $1.04. This is the absolute change. $12 plus $1.44. You'll get $13.44. And this is the new value. Okay. For question 7. The Orla Theatre steps up its advertising campaign and manages to increase its audience by 22% during the year. If 21,300 people watched the Oiler Theater during the previous year, how many people watched plays in the year of the campaign? Okay, so for the period, for the one for the keyword here, it is increase and previous. Okay, so you're increasing the previous years amount of people. So 21 for 9 times 23%. Start the zeros. We get 4,899. This is the absolute change. And then you add them up together because it is an increase. This is the answer. Okay. On to question 8. The population of Trigville was 153,000 at the end of the year. Following a flood, 70% of the residents Trigville moved away. Of the residents of Trigville moved away. What was the population of Trigville after flood? So here's after moved away. So basically, you will be needing to subtract in this question. So, alright, 2 zeros, okay, times 17%. Discard the zeros, you get, okay, this is the answer, this is the absolute change. And then subtract it because they moved away. So the population will decrease. Then you get, so this is the answer to question 8. Now, last question, question 9. Andia decides that she's watching too much television. If Andia watched 12 hours of television in 1 week and then decreased this, oh my god, and then decreased this by 12% the next week, how much time did Andia spend watching television in the second week? Give your answer in hours and minutes to the nearest minute. Okay, so second week decreased. Okay, basically very straightforward. You just subtract it. Okay, so here 12 hours times 12%, you get 1.44 hours. 12 hours subtracted by 1.44 hours, you get 10.56 hours. Okay, you need to convert it into hours and minutes. So the front part here, 10 is basically already the hours. Okay, 10 hours. Just left with the minute here. So the minute isn't that straightforward. So after we got rid of the 10, you get 0.56 hours, and then you times 60 minutes, you get 83.6 minutes. And since you need to convert it to the nearest minute, it will be 34 minutes. Okay, so this is the answers for exercise 5.10. Thank you for listening.